We acknowledge First Nations people as the traditional owners and sovereign custodians of the lands on which we work and live. We recognise their continuing connection to country and their respective nations across this continent and pay our respects to their elders past and present. We also celebrate the unique and inspiring creativity and songlines of the world's oldest living culture and give thanks for the immeasurable influence First Nations people continue to have over the music and art we all enjoy.
You got me begging, baby.
Welcome to the nominations event for ARIA's 2022 in partnership with YouTube, coming to you from Camaragal Land in Sydney. Yama, I am so thrilled to be revealing all of the talented artists who are nominated for this year's ARIAs. But just before we get to the noms, I wanted to remind you the awards are on a Thursday this year, so save the date. November the 24th, live in Sydney on Gadigal Land at the iconic Hordern Pavilion. It's going to be a cracking night. We'll be together again, all dressed up and ready to party. No matter your background or taste, there's an artist nominated that you will revel in. The fans have loved the music all year. We've loved working with the artists. Now, what a great chance to celebrate the joy of music. We'll see all the ARIAs presented in one evening. We'll be live on Channel 9 from 7:30. Yes, that's right, live and dangerous. We'll also be streaming internationally on YouTube.
Natalie Imbruglia.
The year was 1998 and the winner of the Breakthrough Artist stormed through the 12th ARIAs with 9 nominations. Natalie Imbruglia took out a final tally of 6 ARIAs that night. This year, I'm honoured to announce that Natalie Imbruglia is back on the ARIA stage once more and will co-host the awards, and we'll also get to enjoy Natalie in full performance mode, as well as she features in the special tribute piece on the 24th of November. Who will be sharing the hosting duties with the legendary Natalie Imbruglia? Well, it's going to be the very definition of a live and dangerous act. The fabulous Lewis Capaldi will co-host with Natalie and also perform his smash new hit for us at the Hordern. Now that is an incredible lineup already, and it's going to be so much fun.
And pray to God that you never met me, then forget me.
So with all of that announced, it's time to reveal just who are considered the best of the best this year. Let's start by taking a look at the nominees for Best Pop Release and then the nominees for Best Hip Hop Rap Release.
Best Pop Release: Flume, Say Nothing featuring Maya. Rufus Du Sol, On My Knees. The Kid Laroi, 1,000 Miles. Thelma Plum, Meanjin. And Vance Joy, Clarity. Best Hip Hop Rap Release: Baker Boy, Gella. Barker, Black Matriarchy. Chillin' It, Family Ties. Day One, Mbappe featuring Cahooks. The Kid Laroi, Fivio Foreign and The Kid Laroi, Tokyo to Paris.
What an impressive group of artists. Next up, let's check out the Best Soul R&B nominees as well as Best Dance Electronic.
Best Soul R&B Release: Budjerah, Conversations. Emma Donovan and the Putbacks, Under These Streets. Kian, Shine. And Vanessa Amorosi, City of Angels. Best Dance Electronic Release: Confidence Man, Tilt. Flume, Palaces. Harvey Sutherland, Boy. Lude, Down Under featuring Colin Hay. And Rufus Du Sol, Surrender.
Keeping it moving along, let's check out the ARIA nominees for the much-loved categories of Best Children's Album, Best Country, and then Best Blues and Roots Album.
Best Children's Album: Benny Time, Benny and Friends. Teeny Tiny Stevies, How to Be Creative. The Beanies, Let's Go. The Wiggles, Re-Wiggled. And Van Yan Nguyen, The Princess and the Piano. Best Country Album: Adam Brand, All or Nothing. Amber Lawrence, Living for the Highlights. Andy Gollidge, Strength of a Queen. Casey Barnes, Light It Up. And Georgia State Line, In Colour. Best Blues and Roots Album, Charlie Collins, Undone. The Bamboos, Hard Up. The Teskey Brothers with Orchestra Victoria, live at Hamar Hall. Thornbird, Thornbird. And William Crichton, Water and Dust.
From the mellow blues and roots category to Best Rock Album and Best Hard Rock Heavy Metal Album, here are the nominations.
Best Rock Album, Amyl and the Sniffers, Comfort to Me. Ballpark Music, Weirder and Weirder. Gang of Youths, Angel in Real Time. King Stingray, King Stingray. And Spacey Jane, Here Comes Everybody. Best Hard Rock Heavy Metal Album, Dune Rats, Real Rare Whale. North Lane, Obsidian. She Had, Old Gods. The Chats, Get Fucked. And Thornhill, Heroin.
How amazing to see that Rufus Du Sol and the Kid Laroi are doing well with 2 nominations apiece and plenty more opportunities to add to that tally. Let's check out the nominations for Best Independent Release presented by PPCA and also Best Adult Contemporary Album.
Best Independent Release presented by PPCA. Archie Roach, One Song. Ballpark Music, Weirder and Weirder. Courtney Barnett, Things Take Time, Take Time. Genesis Owusu, GTFO. And Julia Jacqueline, Pre-Pleasure. Best Adult Contemporary Album, Alex the Astronaut, How to Grow a Sunflower Underwater. Julia Jacqueline, Pre-Pleasure. Missy Higgins, Total Control. Vance Joy, In Our Own Sweet Time. And Vicar and Linda, The Wait.
Last year, we presented the inaugural Michael Gudinski Breakthrough ARIA Award that was won by Budjerah. Let's check out what amazing talent are in line for the ARIA this year.
Michael Gudinski Breakthrough Artist. Betty Ray's, Betty Ray's. Bella Taylor-Smith, Look Me in the Eyes. Harvey Sutherland, Boy. King Stingray, King Stingray. Lude, Down Under, featuring Colin Hay.
Now that is an incredible range of nominees in Breakthrough Artist. I do love me a bit of King Stingray. Now let's check out who's nominated for a Fine Art ARIA. Here are the noms in Best Classical Album, Best Jazz Album, Best Original Soundtrack or Musical Theatre Cast Album, and Best World Music Album.
Best Classical Album, Amy Dixon, Colin Curry, Lothar Koenigs, Yvonne Kenny, David Zinman, Sydney Symphony Orchestra, Marcus Stentz and Melbourne Symphony Orchestra, Ross Edwards, Frog and Star Cycle, Symphonies 2 and 3, Lachlan Skipworth, Chamberworks Volume 2, Luke Howard, All of Us, Melbourne Symphony Orchestra and Sir Andrew Davis, The Enchanted Loom, orchestral works by Carl Vine, and Tamara Anna Sislowska and guests, Duet. Best Jazz Album, Barney McCall, Precious Energy. Mike Knock, Hamish Stewart, Julian Wilson and Jonathan Swartz, Another Dance. Mild Life, live from South Channel Island. Sam Anning, Occupy. And Springtime, Springtime. Best Original Soundtrack or Musical Theatre Cast Album, Australian Chamber Orchestra and Richard Tognetti. River, Original Motion Picture Soundtrack. Brett Applin, No Mercy, No Remorse, Original Score. In Heart's Wake, Green is the New Black. Maria Alfonzine with a Tunu Pepper, a Coney Original Motion Picture Soundtrack. Mateo Zingales, A Fire Inside, Original Motion Picture Soundtrack. Best World Music Album, Australian Art Orchestra, Daniel Wilfred, Sonny Kim, Peter Knight and Aviva Endine, Hand to Earth. Joseph Tawadros and William Barton, History Has a Heartbeat. Mr. Savona, Havana Meets Kingston Part 2. Parvin, Sa. William Barton and Veronique Serret, Heartland.
Coming to you from Camaragal Land in Sydney, you are watching the nominations event for ARIA's 2022 in partnership with YouTube. Well, the next group of nominees are certainly not going through a phase. From clipping and proximity effect to EQ and mastering, creating NFTs, or the use of an eyedropper. These are the mix engineers that are nominated for their Best Mixed Album and the producers that are nominated for Best Produced Album, and also the ARIA for Best Cover Art.
Mix Engineer, Best Mixed Album. Cassian, Surrender, Rufus de Sol. Dan Hume and Eric J. Dabowski, Conversations, Budgerah. Eric J. Dabowski, Palaces, Flume. Paul McKercher, Weirder and Weirder, Ballpark Music. Pip Norman, Andre Ehrman and Dave Hammer, Geller, Baker Boy. Producer, Best Produced Album, presented by Neumann. Amel and the Sniffers and Dan Luscombe, Comfort to Me, Amel and the Sniffers. Courtney Barnett and Stella Mazgawa, Things Take Time, Courtney Barnett. Flume, Palaces, Flume. Pip Norman, Rob Amoruso, Morgan Jones, Carl Dimataga, Willie Taffa and Jerome Farah, Geller, Baker Boy. And Rufus de Sol, Surrender, Rufus de Sol. Best Cover Art, Adnate, Geller, Baker Boy. Julia Giannini McGorran, How to Grow a Sunflower Underwater, Alex the Astronaut. Jonathan Zawada, Palaces, Flume. Kayla Flett, Gabby Colthurst and Dimitaya Barawanga, King Stingray. And Shihanka Samaawahiwa, Zayn Ayub and Tasman Keith. A Colour Undone, Tasman Keith.
I do love the cover art. It's always so amazing. Okay, for this next award, I always have to make sure there's a box of tissues nearby just in case I get a little bit teary. It is the Telstra ARIA Music Teacher Award. Now, what an inspirational and oh so very cool group of humans these people are.
Telstra ARIA Music Teacher Award. David Collins White, Haberfield Public School. Jane Nicholas, Willandra Primary School. Kath Dunn, Wallandilly Public School. And Matt Orchard, Apollo Bay P12 College.
Sharing the joy of music with children just gives them something that they really deserve to have.
The satisfaction that I see on the faces of the kids, it feels good.
I love my job because I get to connect with more than 100 kids every single day.
I don't have any problem getting up in the morning and coming to work. Music teaching's a pretty good gig.
I'm Sahai from the Wiggles.
I'm Ben Gillies.
I'm Anthony Wiggle.
And I'm Mitch Tambo, and I'm here for the Telstra ARIA Music Teacher Award.
Congratulations!
Thank you.
What's he doing here?
Let's all give Mrs. Dunn a big clap.
Jack Black here. Just wanted to wish you a huge congratulations on your sweet ARIA nomination.
Music teachers are very special people because they introduce music into so many children's lives and bring so much joy to people around them.
She's doing something that comes from a real place of love.
They can see the benefits. Music really helps us all.
I think music is a big part of the Australian identity. I think it's important that we pass on the baton to the next generation.
She is an excellent teacher. Music is my favourite subject at school.
He's just a great guy and he's done so much for us.
Tomorrow will be better as a result of music education.
Oh, awesome, and congratulations to all. Okay, now it's time for you to have your say. The following awards are voted on by you, the public. So check them out and vote at aria.com.au/vote. You can vote once per day, per category. Okay, these next two awards are presented by YouTube. Best Video and Song of the Year.
Best Video presented by YouTube. Apple Crumble, Lime Cordiale, directed by Joe Neathway. Black Matriarchy, Barker, directed by Selena Miles. Down Under featuring Colin Hay, Lude, directed by Peter Hume. Every Side of You, Vance Joy, directed by William Bleakley. GTFO Genesis Owusu, directed by Uncle Friendly, Rhett Wade Ferrell. Hertz, Amel and the Sniffers, directed by John Angus Stewart. I Don't Want to Leave, Rufus de Sol, directed by Katsky. Lydia Wears a Cross, Julia Jacklin, directed by Julia Jacklin. Say Nothing featuring Maya. Flume, directed by Michael Hilly. Wish You Well featuring Bernard Fanning, Baker Boy, directed by Macario D'Souza. Song of the Year, presented by YouTube. Clinton Kane, I Guess I'm in Love. Dean Lewis, Hurtless. Flume, Say Nothing featuring Maya. Joji, Glimpse of Us. Jolyon Petch featuring Regan, Dreams. Lude, Down Under featuring Colin Hay. Rufus de Sol, On My Knees. The Kid Leroy, 1,000 Miles. Tones and I, Cloudy Day. And Vance Joy, Clarity.
Now, remember, these are the nominations that you get to choose. So get involved. Go to aria.com.au/vote and let us know your choice. Now, here are two more you can vote on. Best Live Act, presented by Heaps Normal, and the most popular international artist.
Best Australian Live Act, presented by Heaps Normal. Amy Shark, See You Somewhere Australia Tour 2022. Amel and the Sniffers, Comfort to Me Tour 2022. Baker Boy, Geller Tour. Budgerah, The Conversations Australia Tour. Gang of Youths, Angel in Real Time. Genesis Owusu, Genesis Owusu and the Black Dog Band. Midnight Oil, Resist, The Final Tour 2022. The Kid Leroy, End of the World Tour. The Wiggles, the OG Wiggles Reunion Fruit Salad TV Big Show Tour. And Thelma Plum, The Meanjin Tour. Most popular international artist. ABBA, Voyage. Adele, 30. Billie Eilish, Happier Than Ever. Drake, Certified Lover Boy. Ed Sheeran, Equals. Harry Styles, Harry's House. Jack Harlow, Come Home The Kids Miss You. Lil Nas X, Montero. Post Malone, 12 Carat Toothache. And Taylor Swift, Red, Taylor's version.
Oh my goodness, some amazing artists recognised already, with several clocking up multiple noms. Rufus de Sol with 5, with 4 nominations. Amel and the Sniffers, The Kid Leroy, Vance Joy and Lude. With 3 nominations, Baker Boy, Flume and Julia Jacklin. Oh my goodness, what a mix. Thanks for hanging in with me. Just a few more ARIA nominations to announce. So let's keep moving ahead and check out the nominees for Best Group and for Album of the Year.
Best Group, Amel and the Sniffers, Comfort to Me. Gang of Youths, Angel in Real Time. King Stingray, King Stingray. Midnight Oil, Resist. Rufus de Sol, Surrender. Album of the Year, presented by Neumann. Amel and the Sniffers, Comfort to Me. Baker Boy, Geller. Gang of Youths, Angel in Real Time. King Stingray, King Stingray. And Rufus de Sol, Surrender.
Okay, we are down to the final group. Best Solo Artist of the Year. Let's check out who these very talented people are.
Best Solo Artist, Baker Boy. Geller. Budgerah, Conversations. Courtney Barnett, Things Take Time, Take Time. Daniel Johns, Future Never. Flume, Palaces. Julia Jacklin, Pre-Pleasure. Rule, Growing Up Is. The Kid Leroy, 1,000 Miles. Thelma Plum, Meanjin. Vance Joy, In Our Own Sweet Time.
Okay, that is the final ARIA category, so let's check out the overall tally. Rufus de Sol has a massive 7 nominations. Flume and Amel and the Sniffers have 6. With 5 nominations, we have Baker Boy, The Kid Leroy and Vance Joy. Julia Jacklin, Gang of Youths, King Stingray, Lude, have 4. With 3 noms, we've got Budra, Courtney Barnett, Genesis Owusu, and Thelma Plum. Ballpark Music, Barker, Harvey Sutherland, Midnight Oil, The Wiggles all have 2 nominations each. Now, don't forget the winners of Best Video, Best Australian Live Act, Song of the Year, Most Popular International Artist, and Telstra ARIA Music Teacher are all determined by you. Vote for who you think deserves to win by going to aria.com.au/vote. Again, you can vote once per day per category. As we wrap up, ARIA would like to recognise the incredible support of all of the sponsors who've been so supportive of the awards and of Australian music. It's been incredible. Thank you for being such champions of the industry. So save the date, November 24th, live and deadly on Gadigal land in Sydney. Natalie Imbruglia, Lewis Capaldi, and so many, many more. Live on Channel 9 and streamed internationally on YouTube. I cannot wait to see who's going to be taking home an ARIA on the night. Yalu, peace.